Hi, grade threes. So you're starting on slide 4, but you can feel free to just have some review from slides 2 and 3. So you're looking at the fractions and you are comparing them to each other. You're deciding which one will be greater in these 4 and then which fraction is smaller in these 4. And as you can see, if I zoom in a bit more, here's my example. But this you have to be careful of because your denominators are going to be different now. So you can see that I'm comparing 1/3 versus a fourth. So you can see that my fraction circles have been divided. Here, they've been divided into 3, and these ones have been divided into 4. Now, our numerator is telling which amount of our shares we're taking away or using, in this case, only 1 on both of them. But which share has a bigger piece? Okay, which share has a bigger piece? It's definitely 1 piece of the total third, okay? The total amount of 3 slices. So please be careful when you're looking at these and really determine which pieces have more there. On 5, I'm just going to zoom out just a moment. Here, you're looking at fractions of a set again. It's a review. We want to make sure that we're really understanding fractions in all sets. So here we go. It's actually going to ask you questions. What fraction of the circles are blue or are yellow? So it's going to give you a color that you have to determine. So I just count my total amount of circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 total amount of circles, but only 3 out of the 5 are blue. So remember, what would be the fraction if it was circles that are white? It would be 2/5, okay? 2 out of the 5. I've written it down in words as well as the fraction. You can choose to do both or just one, that's okay. On slide 6, now you're looking at fraction bars and you are comparing the same thing. You're going to have circled the greater fraction. Okay, I've outlined it in pink so it really stood out to you. So you can see that these are sliced up into 7 pieces. However, only 3 were shaded here and 4 were shaded here. So which one, if you're looking at a chocolate bar, do you want to have this chocolate bar or this chocolate bar? In this case, 4 out of 7 is the larger fraction. Now, when you get down to the next one, or not the bottom one, but the next one, now you're comparing 1/4, so 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces versus 3 out of 8 pieces. Again, determine which shaded part is going to be larger. So you can see here that even though you get a bigger slice on 1/4, even if you have 3/8, it goes past this portion right here. So surprisingly, 3/8 is more than 1/4. Your last page here is talking about equivalent fractions and non-equivalent. Again, equivalent is like, it's very close to the word equal. So the fractions, if they're equivalent, that means the sizes on those shaded areas are the same. They are equal to each other. So 1/4 is actually equal to 2/8. No matter which way you slice it, the same amount of pieces, right? If you take 2 pieces out of the 8 pieces or 1 piece out of the 4, they're the exact same amount that you're going to be taking. So in this example, I've done 2 for you. One that is equivalent, 2/4 versus a half. If I flipped this circle around, you could actually see that it is worth the same amount as 1/2. So this is considered equivalent. And then I just use my scribble tool here, and I'll show you how that works again. So I'm just going to just delete these ones. So if I zoom in, I have used my scribble tool, which is just under your line, just under scribble. And I've just scribbled in 2 of the pieces out of my total 8. And now I'm going to scribble 2 pieces out of my 4. And then I'm going to just change the color. And then I can see that I've scribbled here. So which one is larger? Well, you can see that it's going to be your 2/4, which means they are not equivalent. They're not the same.